Both look hard, man. Why would you say that,
Right? I'm not playing.
man? Look hard, man. Just as you.
I'm gonna rip your head off.
Good evening, good morning, good night, you lovelies. This is the one, the only Captain D Bar. We are here for a review for October 13th, 2025 Raw. Now, I'm gonna be very fucking honest, right? I'm not getting up at 8 a.m. to watch anything. Honestly, I'll probably only be up at 8 a.m. to watch the birth of my first child. That is the only thing I'll be up till 8 a.m. The only thing I'll be up for 8 a.m. to watch ever. Right? For Raw to be starting this early, it's a fuck you to the Western audience, right? You could have simply recorded this, kept everything in the secret, and then you air it on a fucking central time that goes across all of the proper broadcasting times. You can't just sit here and go, well, everyone in Australia is up at 8, so now everything goes out at 8. You can have things released throughout the day. You can have things air throughout the day. Netflix is an international company. I can imagine that they can schedule airing times. All right? I hate that everyone in this fucking fan club, I hate that everyone in this fucking fan base sits here and thinks that all decisions are just final and permanent. Well, because we said we wanted to do something at 8 a.m., everybody has to be up at 8 a.m. I can't wrap my head around anything that this fucking company does anymore, which is why the review is going to be less produced and less fucking edited, because this is the effort that Triple Fraud is putting into these fucking promotions. So I'll be returning it ever so fucking elegantly. Okay, we're going to be starting off this show with, you guessed it, the no names. Now, I want to clear everything off right the fucking bat. A lot of people are happy with the no names and the showing and everything we've gotten from them so far. That's nice that you think 6 months of confusing, nonsensical booking is good for any one of these fucking characters. But let me break something down for you, right? We all know that the fucking no names have broken up. So let's go through the timeline. The no names are established on a random episode of Raw where they aren't giving a fucking where they aren't given a proper name or proper proper attires or proper character for about 2 months. What consists of this team is Paul Heyman having to slime out two of his biggest advocates in Roman Reigns, CM Punk, two of the longest reigning champions in WWE history, on the count of Paul Heyman. Just storytelling wise, why he's turning his back on Roman and Punk, that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, arguably the next big thing in the company if booked properly, that's a long shot, and Bronson Reed, somebody who just got finished killing Seth Rollins 7 months ago. This is what consists of the team. It's a guy who has had more success with his other counterparts, and it's a guy who shouldn't even be here, and a guy who just killed you. Why is this your team, Seth? Why is this your team? Opposed to a Cedric Alexander or a coerced Braun Breaker who you have gathered by speaking to the devil on his shoulders. There's so many attributes that goes into a team, into a faction, and Seth Rollins and the No Names had zero of it. I'm happy that it's over. You niggas acting like this shit's cinema, that it's some of the best story writing WWE has had in a while. You're fucking lying to yourselves. Bronson Reed tried to kill Seth Rollins. And one thing we have to take into account, Bronson Reed wasn't in the War Games match. I mean, Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins didn't have a face-off in the War Games match a year ago. That was Sami Zayn. That was CM Punk and Bronson Reed. So why the fuck is Bronson Reed out here continuing a feud with Seth Rollins almost a year later? And then on top of all of this, somewhere weaved into this, we're also getting more CM Punk and Seth Rollins shit. Which, like I told you guys, they had good chemistry on the WrestlePollution card. I told you that it was good chemistry. I wasn't upset about it, but what the fuck is the story here, bro? Like, if Punk doesn't become a champion and cap off this fucking story, I don't know what we're going. All right, and we're going to be speaking in the future, right? Because all of you fucking already know about it. If Seth Rollins loses this championship to Punk at the next pay-per-view, that means that Seth Rollins has successfully, in kayfabe terms, fumbled his own faction and the title run. This title run that lasted a good month, and this tag team or this faction or whatever it was that didn't win any championship gold, they didn't have any solo kind of ventures. Like Bronson Reed didn't become the United States champion from beating the fucking No Names, right? You have this man who is arguably one of your top main eventers, easily top 10 in the company with Seth Rollins. You have him lose his own faction that was constructed out of nonsensical fucking pieces, and then you have him forfeit the title that he gained in a cash-in, which is already a little bit of an iffy way to get a fucking championship if you act Charlotte Flair, right? You can't sit here and give this man nothing. Just nothing at all. I don't know what the fuck the whole point of this whole No Names shit is, but for a majority of the show, it's just the No Names. It's Seth and fucking Braun and Bronson Reed just walking around backstage, doing the funny little walk, doing a funny little laugh. And honestly, I think people happy with this are just happy with change. And I think that's good that people are happy with change, but let's use our fucking eyes. Let's use our fucking eyes. This shit blows. It imploded on itself, just like that Cena fucking heel run imploded on itself, because it stinks, because it's repetitive. You know what we get in the main event of this fucking show? We get the No Name standing over Punk and Uso. I have concluded that has been the conclusion. I have stated that was the conclusion to Raw almost 6 weeks in a row now. 6. And you niggas want a well-produced fucking video. How about you ask Triple Fraud for a well-produced fucking wrestling show? Maybe then we can have a conversation. I mean, we could fly through this fucking card, guys. Nothing fucking happens. Again, another fucking episode of Raw where nothing happens. We get Penta and Dom with the Rusev running. Penta's getting some kind of medium push. Dom's probably going to have a face-off with Penta the next pay-per-view. Pay-per-view after that is going to be Rusev, Penta, and Dom. I'm not moved. Good wrestlers. We all know Dom's going over. I'm not too fucking impressed by that. Literally, whatever. It is some of the most whatever booking I can fucking think about. Dom is a great wrestler. Penta is a great wrestler. But the momentum that is being pushed for these two, god awful. It's going nowhere and it's plateauing actively. We get a rematch between the We get a rematch from Crown Perth with Rhea Ripley and Kairi Sane. Ladies and gentlemen, these two women literally locked up less than 48 hours ago. Why the fuck are we watching this match? And I want to humbly ask all of the Fed boys, why are we watching a match that was produced and aired and concluded on a pay-per-view less than 48 hours ago? Why? Why are we watching this? Why should we watch this? It's nonsense. It's stupid. Rhea Ripley goes over, obviously. Who's surprised by that? We get a match between Lyra and Bayley versus the Judgment Day. More fucking Lyra versus Judgment Day shit. I told you guys that this is the formula. Okay, it's Usos and No Names, it's Punk and it's Rollins, and it's Lyra or Judgment Day versus who, or it's Lyra and it's Lyra versus Judgment Day, or Judgment Day versus whoever the fuck they could find. They would sit here and they want a Judgment Day New Day program if they wasn't so fucking silly sounding. I'm the Judgment Day, I'm the New Day, I'm the New Day, I'm the Judgment Day. It sounds fucking stupid, and there are no tag teams. And to further this conversation with the No Names, right, breaking up from Seth Rollins, the tag team division is in fucking shambles. No Trafalgar Law. Like, it's in shambles. I don't know where Braun and Bronson are supposed to go. If from under the reins of Rollins, they couldn't even get a shot at title gold. Now they're going to get a shot at title gold in this fucking desolate ass fucking tag division. There's nothing happening here, folks. So for there to be pieces moving on a board that has no active fucking spots to move to, they're just going to be stuck in limbo. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, fucking same thing with Fraxium, Street Profits, the fucking Wyatt Six. They are all stuck in limbo. This is limbo they're stuck in because their bookers are dog shit. Everyone who fucking sits here and produces these Raws and SmackDowns seems to be digging in their assholes for the entirety of this fucking show because nothing is properly produced and nothing is properly given. I can't even fucking sit here on this whole barely I'm crazy character for too long. It's fucking dumb. It's dumb. You have AJ Lee go out there and say the importance of mental health and the security of one's mind and body when wrestling. And then the next fucking segment, not even the week after or a pay-per-view season after, the next segment on that exact same night as Raw with AJ Lee returning, you have Bayley fucking debut this psycho character, cuckoo crazy character. It's fucking childish, okay? Lyra sits here, she gives Bayley a stiff elbow, then instead of Bayley going berserk and attacking everybody, she seeps like a homing missile onto Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Raquel Rodriguez, who is easily the next women's world champion, if booked correctly. Roxanne Perez, easily your next women's WWE champion, if booked correctly. It's just poor. It's poor. I mean, as I said before, we get Lyra versus the Judgment Day for the 19th week in a row. I hope all of you niggas are excited. I hope all you niggas, like a bunch of seals, are clapping just like you niggas should be. Because it's fucking ass. The show sucks. Okay? I can't sit here and find anything else better to say about this. We get a No Names and Uso segment. Fuck it. Just fuck it. Just fuck. Who cares? It's Bronson Reed and Jimmy Uso. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I'm so serious. We got this match. How many times have we gotten the No Names versus the Usos? How many times? Hell, they even still call division. That was Seth's idea. Seth is the visionary. How can you guys call yourself division if you killed division? You were thinking about this shit. It's dumb. It's dumb. There's nowhere for this tag team to go. And the construction of this tag team was so poor. It was so poor. I don't understand what the hype was going into this tag team at all. And now there's hype breaking it up. There was no hype getting. Oh God, it is like a fucking. It is like. Oh, okay, all right. It's just shit I don't want to see. It's unentertaining and it means fuck all nothing. All right, something else I'll be harping on briefly. Wade Barrett and whoever's on the commentary team, giving an exposition dump as to why Bayley can now no sell and jump around the ring and do all this crazy shit and take care of the match 30 seconds flat. That shit needs to go. Wade Barrett going like, it seems that Bayley has unlocked a special deep dark dimension inside of her and pulled out a completely different woman. Shut the fuck up, Wade. Shut the fuck up. This story sucks, all right? There has been nothing on the entirety of this card, and the fucking show's over. The show is over, okay? This fucking Raw ends with a triple threat between three faces. I'm not even gonna fucking talk about it. Fuck off, Gonzo. I'm not talking about it. It's Punk. It's CM Punk, yeah. LA Knight, yeah. And Jay Yeaterman. All right? And I'm going to be so fucking honest when I tell all of you this. The idea that LA Knight and Punk are in a ring lined up against one another as two faces that can arguably be faces of the company. Oh, how many times have I said dog shit this episode? How many times have I said nonsense? How many times have I said idiotic, remedial, elementary, bird brain? Fucking hell. CM Punk ends up going over, obviously, and guess who comes out? Guess who fucking comes out at the end of the LA Knight, CM Punk, yeah, and Jason Uso segment? You guessed it, the No Names. For the 19th week in a fucking row, the No Names. And then the No Names just turn on Seth. There isn't like a segment where Paul Heyman like does a gesture to Braun or, he holds Bronson back from, taking act. Nothing. It's just random, normal episode, same old. The fucking No Names are at the end of the show, standing tall, as they always are, about fucking Punk, LA Knight, yeah, and fucking Jay Uso. I don't know if Paul thinks that this is like threatening, putting three guys who can't do anything but lose and get beat the fuck up to go out there and lose and get beat the fuck up. I don't know if this makes like him think that we're cheering for LA Knight and Jey Uso now, but no. Now I loathe them. Now I know that if Punk gets a fuck up in this title opportunity, it could most likely be attributed to one LA Knight, yeah, or one fucking Jey Uso, or maybe even a Jimmy Uso. Hell, knowing this nigga Paul, he might bring in Zillafar too. I did what I did for Jey Uso type shit. I'm just not fucking with it, bro. The breakup of this fucking faction, it's stupid. It's stupid. I'm almost like 90% sure that somebody back there seen my fucking Seth Rollins booking video, or maybe even seen the post on Reddit. And I really do want to say that this is a very tight-knit circle, the wrestling community. So if there's about 2,000 people capped in that offer, like in that creative room, right? If there are 2,000 people who go into making the creative room or making decisions in WWE, if there was a post, hypothetically, on the internet with about 30 to 100K viewers, one of those fucking 2K individuals see it's almost impossible statistically for them to not engage with the wrestling community. What I'm really trying to get to the crux of is I think they've seen either me or other individuals make better, more competent Seth Rollins factions, and they said this shit needs to die. This shit needs to die, because if those ideas start to grow legs and they start to fucking grow into what we're building with this or attempting to build, it's capsized. All of this shit's capsized. Understandably so, because it fucking reeks. It's repetitive and it's fucking dumb. It's dumb. None of this show makes any fucking sense. It is the exact same fucking Raw from last week, and it is almost goddamn a carbon copy from the fucking Raw that we would have gotten on September 13th, 2025, an entire fucking month prior. So, this video was not heavily edited. This video was not heavily produced. Just like these fucking matches aren't. Okay? Oh, man. Raw Blue. I don't know what's surprising about that. Another week of mediocrity from the Fed. The nose strikes again. All right, this is me and boy Cappy Barra. All right, this was my rant. I don't even call it a review because it was just a piss ass fucking wrestling show, and I refuse to call this shit a review. Okay, this is my rant for Raw, October 13th, 2025. Okay, it's me and boy Cappy Barra. I will be uploading more videos throughout the week. So, as I always say, y'all stay tuned, y'all stay safe, y'all stay beautiful. Peace.